For the sake of time, we're going to have to continue, but I would love to hear what you guys found. Like, anyone want to share a category of sin that they saw represented in their group? What did you see? Did you have something?
Idol worship.
Idol worship, perfect. That's actually the first one that I had on my list too. So a good representation of this is chapter 2, 27 and 28. And it says, "You say to a tree, 'You are my father,' and to a stone, 'You gave me birth.' They have turned their backs from me and not their faces, but in the time of their trouble they say, 'Come and save us.' But where are your gods that you have made for yourself? Let them come if they can save you in your time of trouble. For you have as many gods as you have towns, O Judah." So we see that they only call on God when they really need something, but other than that, they're really happy with their idols, and they give their idols credit for everything that they have in their lives. So this is repeated again and again throughout this section. So good job on that. And does anyone have a different category of sin that they noticed other than idolatry?
They stopped seeking the Lord. Like they did not ask, "Where is the Lord?"
Yeah, that's exactly right. I didn't pull that one out specifically. I clumped it under idolatry, but that's really good further observation, and so that's excellent. So thank you. Anyone else? Yeah.
They made alliances and governments with Egypt and
Assyria? Yeah, excellent. You guys are doing so great. Yes. I also put that under idolatry because it was looking towards other nations to be their savior instead of God. But that is one of the main things that they are condemned for through the prophets. Is you guys saw it in Isaiah, and you're going to see it again this week. You're probably already seeing it, but they keep thinking alliances with other nations are going to save them. So that's really good. Anything else? Yeah, they killed prophets. I didn't pull that out specifically, but it is a sin. I just didn't see it as a big theme throughout it, but that could maybe go under idolatry as well because they're hating the things of God. But that does tie into the next thing that I saw. Did you guys notice any condemnation towards any leadership in here? Yeah, that's something I pulled out. Did you have something to share on that? The prophets prophesied falsely. Yep, what verse is that in?
Verse 8.
Verse 8, okay. Yep, that's good. And basically, verse 8 is a really good verse to look at because you see a whole progression here. And that's actually the exact passage that I pulled up too. It's the theme of corrupt leadership is really strong in the book of Jeremiah. And if you look here, it says the priests did not say, "Where is the Lord?" So the priests are not seeking God, right? So that's not a good thing for your nation if the priests don't care about God. And then those who handle the law did not know me. So the same thing. The people who are supposed to teach them about God don't actually know about God. And then the rulers transgressed against me. So this would be like the kings or anyone in positions of political authority are transgressing against God. And then lastly, as you guys pointed out, the prophets are prophesying by Baal. So you have this theme that runs throughout Jeremiah many times where it's the prophet, the priest, and the king that are being condemned for their rebellion against God. And God takes that really seriously because people in leadership are supposed to lead the people in righteousness. The king was supposed to lead the people to God. The priest and the prophet were supposed to point the people to God. So when even those who are supposed to represent God to the people are leading them astray, that's a really dark situation that God condemns a lot throughout the book of Jeremiah. And then there's just one more theme. It actually isn't that much of a theme. It only came up once in this chapter. But there was a theme of social injustice. Did you guys notice that at all? Yeah. Which verse did you find that in? 33 and 34. Yep, we get this idea of how much God hates it when they oppress the poor. In 34 it says, "On your skirts is found the lifeblood of the innocent poor. Though you did not catch them breaking in, yet in spite of these things you say, 'I'm innocent,' and his anger is turned from me." So God really cares about how people treat each other. And he sees injustice amongst his people where they're oppressing the poor, they're taking advantage of people. The rich are probably getting rich off of unjust means, and the poor are getting oppressed. And we know God hates that. And so that's another theme that runs throughout the whole book of Jeremiah is this condemnation on his people for social injustice in the way that they treat the poor and the needy in their midst. So So those are kind of three main things that we're going to see running all the way through the book of Jeremiah. And so you'll want to look out for those. Like, how much more time do you guys actually spend in Jeremiah? Do you do more workshops on it or just our class time? Just class time? Okay. Well, hopefully you saw that, but even during our class time, hopefully that'll stand out as a theme. So we're going to look a little bit more into these three things, but for now, let's go ahead and take our break. And so how long is this break normally? 15 minutes? Okay, so 35 after? Yeah.